All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Megalo Season 2, Episode 2.
All right, so in the last episode, we were introduced to the fact that, hey, it's been not only 5 years, but Joe no longer even goes by Joe.
Yeah, he's Nomad now.
He's Nomad. He's going around the wandering boxer. He had some kind of incident that something happened to Nanbu.
Yeah.
Nanbu haunts him right now.
He's not around anymore.
We don't know why, but there's very obvious things they seem to be hinting at.
Yep.
But for now, we are going on a bit of a journey with Joe.
One hell of a journey.
Yeah. What happened?
And will he
Where
ever
are you
get to
going?
boxing again? Well, yeah, where are you going? Are you going to be able to, reconcile whatever it is that's eating you up inside? Because he blames himself for Nanbu somehow, for some reason.
So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Someone trying to steal his bike?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kid.
All right. There it goes.
Well, that's
Yep.
that's a problem. Oh, you know where they live? Oh.
Okay.
What's this music?
Yeah. Getting your groceries has never been more exciting.
Yeah.
That is a lot of stuff.
Wow. Dang.
Damn.
You got some serious money.
Yeah.
Wow. What little shits.
Yep.
Oh, that animation. You're gonna abandon your buddy? Like, oh, no.
Yep.
Too bad.
Got caught.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. The mechanic that takes broken down things and builds them back up.
Sure.
I'm already seeing some, Yep. Saw that coming.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Yep.
shit.
Yep. They already foraged it for parts, yeah.
Damn. So he'll have to fight Gearless tonight?
Oh, nice.
All right.
Okay, we'll get to know this kid.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Calm down, dude. Calm down.
Damn. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, man. Is this the exhibition?
I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. He's on the side. He's not in the ring.
Because Nanbu wasn't there. It was some other trainer.
Well, it looked like it was Aragaki.
Oh, sure.
Okay, who is that? Is it Chief? No way. No way. No way. No. No way Sachio was there.
Oh, no. Was it not just Nanbu? Oh, wow. All right. Okay.
What?
Throwing a party?
Oh!
Okay.
Oh my gosh! Came at the perfect time.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. It's very lucky. Annual.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh.
It did kind of remind me of Coco.
I have a special attachment to the name Mara.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, if you suddenly got a ton of money...
Yeah. Oh, shit!
Wait, what's he doing here?
Yeah, it was him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
It's all coming together.
I'm glad he's sticking around.
All right.
Okay.
Shit. Okay.
Person that's looking to buy the land.
Yeah. Ah, again. Okay, okay.
Maybe the reason for all his throne fights.
Yep. Trying to get as much money as possible.
Yeah, that's why.
Wow. All right.
So.
Sukasa. Wow. He's been saving as long as possible. Oh, shit.
Okay. I like this because I was wondering if, you know, Nomad would have the motivation to necessarily try and do something like that.
Right.
But Chief totally does.
Sit down, man. Enjoy yourself. Oh, shit. Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Huh.
Ah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Immediately. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, really?
Shit. Oh.
Yeah, that's one hell of a story.
Jeez. Oh my god.
Oh, man.
But imagine if these two could fix it together till they both get to the end.
Oh, damn.
And then they throw the fight.
Sure. Sukasa, Sukasa.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Tell him. Tell him. Oh.
All right.
Oh, I'm so glad we're getting more Chief. He's so cool of a character to be introduced to.
Yeah.
So I think he was the one in the flashback that was watching, like, in the city, like, the fight on the TV.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Ah, the money.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, he's gonna tell them that he's Gearless Joe.
Yep, yep.
Shit.
But that's what's gonna force
him into the ring again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because he's too reluctant of a hero right now.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. You're already
Payment
paid
enough.
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And they're going to be needing that money very soon.
Oh. Oh no!
And now No one's gonna believe him.
Yep, yep. Shit. Shit.
Oh, damn.
Oh no.
Now he might be in serious trouble.
So where is he?
氷川さん、立ち退きの話ならお断りしたはずですが。
今日はその話じゃないんだ。あ
Yep.
んたのとこに珍しい
あ
聞いてね。ギアレス城。私は大ファンなんだ。トーナメントに出てもらえたら大いに盛り上がると思ってね。
Okay, well they'll believe Chief that he just left. Yeah.
商工会の連中も町おこしのためにぜひと言ってる。
Uh-huh.
チーフ、彼と話をさせてくれないか。役所に掛け合ってこの土地が競売にかかる。
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Of course.
来るのが少し遅かったようですね。
Just
ギアレ
left.
ス城はもういません。
いない？
あのガキ。トーナメントには俺が出ます。エントリーはもう済ませました。
So I'm gonna win that. Yeah.
撃たれすぎてイカれちまったか？八百長のロートル風情が。
金がいるんですよ。
And I've never really tried, you know.
Sure, yeah.
I love the little detail that this guy.
陰ながらね。
Oh.
In other words, I'm gonna be betting on you, so don't
Yeah,
fuck
exactly. But the little dog that he
it
holds.
up. Yeah, that was
It's such a
adorable.
little detail, but I kind of like it.
Yeah. It feels very much like the pet of the Disney villain. So, what are you gonna do?
No gear? No
だが俺は
problem.
まだあんたが見せてくれた夢から覚めちゃいないんだ。
Holy shit. Dude!
Okay,
Dude, did
like,
you get fired up?
I mean,
ギアをな。
Oh!
おっさん、
Osa.
God, that voice acting.
俺があんたを殺した。そうだろ。
当たり前じゃねえか。さーて相棒。次はどこへ行く？
Oh, dude! You gonna dump them all? Oh, we can get C. Oh shit, he's back!
They're gonna spar,
Yeah.
train with each other.
Train.
Yep.
忘
Yo.
れ物か。ジョー。
あんた一体
Oh.
まだ夢から覚めてねえって最後まで見届けてんだ。その夢の続きを。
Or is he not even planning to fight right now? He's just gonna train this
本
guy.
当はありがたい申し出だが。
Yeah, you have to enter. Yeah, you have to
Uh-huh.
enter the tournament.
分かってる。
Yeah! Yeah!
薬は捨ててきた。
Oh!
All right.
I'm fired up. I'm fired up, yo. Woo! I'm so excited. Oh, I love a good comeback story.
Yep,
It was so good.
And I'm, even though it doesn't really matter whether it was the OP or the ED, I'm really glad this is the ED.
Yes.
I love it. Oh man.
This show does the music. Oh, so well.
I'm a little bit worried about Chief though, because
Yeah,
Like-
for sure. But I think the big thing is that it doesn't really matter because they're going to help these people.
yep.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I-
This is a
oh,
strong second
This
episode.
is a strong as hell.
First episode,
Like-
giving us the where is he now?
Yep.
Where is he going? Where is everyone else? We don't know. The mystery is established. Second episode, we double down on the introduction of Chief.
Yep.
We bring everything back to this community that then we need basically a hero, a protagonist to do what they can to
Right.
help them out. Chief is doing what he can,
But
and I like his odds for the most part, but not going in an all or nothing big
Right.
tournament
Not-
where
not
you
for a
might
2-week
never
thing.
fight again.
yeah,
Because that
Like-
was what those guys in the little reception, like little thing there were kind of meant to do, is basically say, this is not just some
any
easy
other
peasy tournament.
Nope.
This is the kind of thing where you could get killed if you're in this tournament
Right.
and you don't, take care of yourself.
And unfortunately, Chief has been, by the nature of him basically doing fixed fights, he's sent up against people that, for the most part, are probably going to be worse than him. right? So that way he can control when exactly he takes the fall, but also so that people won't expect it to happen, right? They'll expect him to win or whatever. That's a bit of an assumption on my part, but basically
I would say they're probably a little bit more even than that, but I get what you're saying.
But
yeah.
he hasn't been going into something like this, right? He has no experience with actually doing the I actually need to win this tournament, right? Even if it's a smaller scale tournament. And like what he's been doing to save up money, that's good, that's helpful. Way to go, dude. But you got 2 weeks for the whole place.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, the tournament is not probably going to be done in one day. So there's going to be time in between fights where there'll be more stuff in that regard. But what I'm really excited about this is that Joe or Nomad or our boy, he is going to be put into the trainer and the fighter position in a unique way. I'm really excited about this because I would typically say that if they were going to do a time skip into the future, he's kind of jaded and he's down on his luck and everything like that, but then he ends up being a trainer for a boxer, it's usually the young up-and-coming boxer that gets trained by the old grizzled veteran. He is not old or grizzled.
Nope.
He is a veteran, sure, but he's not training up a new up-and-coming young boxer either.
No.
These are two dogs that are kind of...
They're both old dogs in different ways,
in different ways, yeah, exactly.
And so it's something where I definitely want to cheer for both of them, right?
Yes.
And I'm hyped as all get out for what's going to happen, right? But they are very much still the underdogs.
Yeah,
like,
what I'm guessing is going to happen is that this is not going to be the end-all be-all tournament. Like, this is going to be like one of the tournaments, but then this could push things back into the professional scene for one or both of them.
Right.
But it's the idea that, the stakes are very simple. They're very easy to understand. This is a family that is not your family, but could become your family kind of situation.
Because they aren't each other's family either, right? Like, the way it's set up at first, you think the guy that's not around, right? That we end up finding out is Chief. Oh, he's the dad.
Yeah, he's the dad.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he had a family and a very similar family.
Very similar.
The one son and the wife and everything, but they're gone, right? And so, they Mikasa Sukasa, right? They I love that. I love
that little detail.
Because it's a great saying in general, right?
Yes.
But it's also something that from a storytelling perspective, if you want to go for found family and all that stuff, what better way to sum it up, right? Like, hell yeah. So
that's the whole thing right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So here's Joe, and well, you know what? Maybe I could be a part of this family too.
Yeah.
Or at least for now, I'm gonna try and make it so that they aren't without a home, because I know what that's like. That's no good.
Right. And now we have confirmed that Nanbu died, and Joe, of course, blames him for his death, but there might be a potential physical reason as to why Nanbu died that could be Joe's fault. I would generally tend to, when these types of stories go about, that I would say that the character blames themselves for something that was still somewhat beyond their control.
Right, like if it was something where the mob that had been leaning on them and stuff. But granted, it seems like they had kind of taken care of that by the end of the the first season. But like Nanbu lost his second eye as a result to make this all work. So I would have thought that maybe it's something where they they're like, okay, cool, you're the big champion now.
Right.
We've still hopefully got that control over you, and then as a result of how Joe decided to act in the ring and things like that, not wanting to be controlled by them, they ended up killing Nanbu or something.
Yeah,
right?
It could be, but the thing is Fujimaki was very much so impressed by Nambu's response to it. Like, if holy shit, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Maybe we can get more money from you guys actually winning. Yeah.
And then they go on to win. So did they try to set up things to go even further and things went south? Who knows? I'm looking forward to that drip feed of storytelling in that regard, especially now that they will be in the context of him being drug-free.
Yes.
But he will be going through withdrawal symptoms for at least a good chunk of time.
Yep.
Potentially all the way up to the tournament.
I would not be surprised if it was something where maybe he's Well, yeah, no, because 2 weeks, that's a short time frame.
It is a
Yeah.
pretty short time
and,
frame,
And,
yeah.
and you know, one core for a new season that's going to be basic, you know, that's a whole new story. So
Right.
they don't have any time to waste. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was something where it's like he's having withdrawal symptoms even in like the first fight or two, right? Where it's he's training Chief, you know, and Chief's doing good and everything, but he's got his own thing of like,
Yep.
all right, now I need to actually face these demons, right?
Exactly.
And then
They're
gets
going to come out hard.
they're going to come out hard.
Yep.
And that I feel like that's a great way to make it so that if that is how it goes, that the early fights in a tournament for someone who is an ex-veteran
Yes.
can still be really intense.
still be really intense,
Because
yeah.
even if the opponent that he's facing, right, is someone that we figure he'll probably beat, that's not the only opponent. That's not
Right.
the only conflict,
Exactly.
right? And then there you go, right?
Yeah, I love inner conflicts in combination with boxing, even specifically.
Oh,
one of my favorite movies that just surprised me out of nowhere was Warrior.
Oh, yeah.
One of the most
Yeah.
brutally just
Yep.
heart-wrenching boxing drama movies I've ever seen.
Right.
And the inner conflict that both of the brothers have throughout that movie was one of my favorite things to have explored here. So having something like that, but for a solitary character that could be gaining an older brother of sorts through this whole ordeal, I really want Chief to get through this tournament and have it be a thing of where it's like, oh cool, you got the land. Great. The twist is that the tournament's over by like episode 5 or 6,
Sure.
you know?
Yeah.
Like there's 4 fights or whatever.
Right.
And it's
Yeah.
like, you know, 4 fights for like brackets or what have you.
Right.
And then it's like, great, you got it. But now like there's, you know, some kind of thing where they're like, but we don't want you here. Like we
Sure.
And
Well-
it gets dicey, and then there's the mob that gets involved and
Or even
yeah.
something where, like, since it's an auction, this is the thing that's potentially nasty. Given that the mob knows that Gearless Joe is a thing now,
Yeah.
right? And if he helps win the money, and they know that this is the motivation for why they're doing this,
they can drive up the price.
they can drive up the price because it's an auction,
Yep.
right? And then maybe it's oh, you know what? We actually won the auction. You did it. You know, you got plenty of money.
Right.
We're willing to, you know, to sell it to you, but
Sure.
we've got a higher price that we're looking for now.
Right,
And then they have
because-
to go into another tournament or something.
Right, because there's a possibility that it's not just that they'll then buy the property before Chief, but what'll happen is because I believe when they put up the sign, they said it was a closed auction, which means it's actually that there's going to be only specific people that'll actually be able to be there. No, sorry.
Okay.
Sealed bid auction.
Gotcha. So it's probably something where everyone puts in their number,
Specific amount.
and no one knows what each
Right.
other person is bidding, and then just whoever bids the most gets it.
But depending on how much winnings the tournament is, this guy, this mob guy or whatever, he might be able to predict
Sure.
how much money
Yep.
it is.
Hopefully, what would be awesome is that if that were to happen, and then Chief is like, "Yeah, but bitch, you don't know how much I've been saving,
I've
right?"
been saving for a decade.
Right, and it's
or
not enough to
something.
like win it outright, but it's certainly enough to like, you know, make our bid be more than yours.
Or Joe and him both go in,
Yep.
place first and second, because this is like the second. The second I thought about them like fighting together in this tournament, my mind immediately went to, wait a minute. Who cares about pride, Joe, with fixing fights?
Yeah,
You could fix it for the two of you where you let him beat you.
right. That
And
would be
he gets
that
the
would be
most
crazy.
money for this.
Uh-huh.
But then
And then
you make it all the way up to second place, and second
Sure.
place also gets a big payout.
Right.
And then you throw that money in on top of his money, so there's no shot that they, you know, outbid
Well, but
Chief.
that's also something. By doing that, he would make it so that it would be a lot easier for Chief to take care of the rest of them if they did need more money in the future. Because
exactly.
he'd have more acclaim and stuff. So if he did, you know, continue to like throw fights or whatever, it would net him a lot more. He might not be
Sure.
able to do it as long because public eye and people catch on or something.
Right.
But, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
I am very much excited for this. I'm a little bit worried for Chief because if it ends up being something where Joe, like, you know, the finale is Joe with a very important fight. You know, I'm not sure what the motivation would be past the auction if the auction ends up being like halfway through the show, you know?
I think it would be he has to go back and face his demons and
Sure.
basically return back to the ring, grab Sachio, grab, you know, Aragaki, or just as many of the old crew as he can, you know.
Right.
And then reach out to what's her name at Shirata.
Oh yeah,
Shirato, Yukiko.
Yep.
And basically say, hey, if you put me up, I'll go back into this.
Right.
And
I'll give you a fight to remember. Yeah.
And then she's like, I have just the trainer for you, Yuri.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, all my people have they've
right. There's nothing I can
past
teach
me.
them anymore.
Yeah. So sure. Yeah.
Like,
all right. They could be doing it as like a thing of, we'll set you up to probably lose because you're
the new challenger, right? It's not.
Well, no.
Favor.
You have the star power, but you're clearly not as good.
Right, exactly.
As the new young blood that are coming out.
The news people that were like, but if Gearless Joe were to fight, and the two people, today, I mean, he'd totally get destroyed. Right. And that's where I'm a little bit curious of where this is going to go, because the scope of the story seems very small right now.
Right.
Even though it's got a simple and strong reason for them to go into the tournament and everything. That doesn't seem like
the end of the story.
Like the end of the story. And given that, how is that transition from there to Joe doing whatever is after that? How is that going to work?
Yeah, I think what it could be is that Joe either wins this tournament, helps Chief win this tournament as just a trainer, and doesn't even fight. And then it's this thing of people being like, "Holy shit, who is that? He stands behind this Chief guy."
Yep.
Shit.
Well, and how
TV gets involved and
exactly, and if it ends up being something where it's the people being trained by Joe and Yuri, are they going to could we get them to face each other? And then it's like because Chief would get destroyed,
Chief would get killed.
I mean, he's a big dude.
He's a big dude, but then it would be a thing about how good is your gear.
Right, exactly.
One of the things I really loved about season 1 was they had multiple fights to showcase where gear mattered entirely, and then other ones where the boxer behind the gear mattered entirely.
Right. It's for that whole conversation of, and to build up the whole reason of why it was such a big deal that Joe would fight without gear.
Well, also that Yuri would remove his gear.
Yes,
specifically.
Right. Yep.
So I'm really excited for the direction this is going. This has simplified the story down from being an kind of amorphous, not set in stone, soul-searching journey to being that, in addition to having this very straightforward
path of conflict. And
Yep. And I love Mara and Mio as being the focus characters in addition to Chief for this community. The idea, though, of the mechanic bit, I said it in the reaction, but I'll reiterate it here again. The idea of Joe being so tied to his bike, that is such a key aspect of his character. It's one of the things we were introduced to him on. It's one of the things that he ended basically like the story on in the previous season. It's been with him all this time. Yeah. And having it be broken and robbed from him basically. And then wait, no, don't panic. We can build it back up again.
But you'll need to stick around.
You need to invest yourself in this.
You'll need to stop running.
You need to make some sacrifices. You'll need to stop running. Exactly. There's very clear, strong written story parallels to his internal struggle and what happened here with his bike. And the idea that, hey, not only is this something where you need to stop running, but you need to let other people help you in this regard. So the fact that Chief, the character that kind of gave him an offering of sorts of, hey, I can't really help you, but
I can point out that you need help.
I can point out the fact that if you keep going like this, you will die. That is something that is not necessarily apparent to you, but not necessarily also something you wanted to avoid. So I'm really a fan of the way they're bringing all the pieces together.
Yes, the characters are absolutely excellent. I love them so much, and I also really, really love that the thing that took away Joe's bike, right? That the horrible thing that was outside of his control that happened, right? That caused him to freak out, when he realized, oh shit, it's been dismantled.
Yeah.
Right. That's also where the repairs will come from, right? That in the midst of that horrible thing that happened, who knows?
You got lucky.
Well, yeah, you got lucky, and maybe some good can come from this, right?
Yep.
So,
excited. So
love it.
Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access. You can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info is in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.